A little girl comes to the hospital with her grandfather. A nurse is standing in front. The girl says to the nurse, "Please treat my grandfather," but the nurse replies, "No, go away." The little girl sits at the nurse's feet. Then another nurse comes. The girl says to the second nurse, "Please treat my grandfather." The second nurse starts taking the grandfather with her. The first nurse tells the girl to sit outside. After some time, the second nurse comes to the grandfather's room with a food table. The second nurse tells the first nurse, "You feed the patient, I'll go check the other patients," and then she leaves. The first nurse starts setting the food table and says, "These kinds of patients are a burden on us." The old man sits up and says, "Please feed me, I'm feeling hungry." The first nurse opens the lunch box and starts feeding him. After some time, the second nurse comes back and sees the little girl sleeping on a chair outside. She wakes her up. The girl says, "Please treat my grandfather." The nurse replies, "Don't worry, your grandfather is completely fine now," and starts to leave. But the girl holds her and says, "Please take me to my grandfather." The nurse says, "Okay, my love, I'll do something." The girl says, "Please hurry, and take me to my grandfather." The second nurse brings a table and says, "I have an idea." She holds the girl's hand and asks her to come under the table. The girl hides under the table, and the nurse pushes it. The nurse brings the table into the room and says to the old man, "I have a surprise for you." The girl comes out from under the table and hugs her grandfather. The grandfather hugs her and says, "I missed you so much." The second nurse says, "You talk for a while. I'll come back later." The grandfather thanks her and tells his granddaughter he is fine. The girl asks him to get better soon, and the grandfather says he will. Then the first nurse starts coming. The girl gets scared and quietly escapes. The first nurse looks at an injection and says it will make the old man unconscious. The girl runs to the doctor and tells him that the nurse is giving her grandfather a wrong injection. The doctor and second nurse rush to the room. The first nurse is about to give the injection when the doctor stops her. The doctor asks, "What are you doing?" The girl takes the injection and gives it to the doctor, saying the nurse was trying to harm her grandfather. The first nurse denies it, but the second nurse supports the child. The doctor tells the first nurse to leave and checks the old man himself. The nurse leaves. The doctor thanks the girl. The old man thanks her and hugs her, saying he will always stay with her. The second nurse treated the girl's grandfather and helped him. Did she do the right thing or the wrong thing? Share your opinion in the comments and support us by sharing the video.